I remembered to add myself to the stream. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, sis. Welcome in, little Dave's mom. Little Dave and mom, I should say, sorry. Welcome in, Amora sis. Welcome in, Sue sis. Welcome in, Kathy sis. Welcome in, all my sisters. Is Dobby here? I think Dobby's not feeling too well, guys. We'll need to send her out some positive vibes. I'm going to phone her after this live because she wanted me to call her, but I've been running around all day. I've been doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. I've got more resin stuff and things. I showed you my skull, didn't I? I've got some more of these working out right now. Welcome in, everybody. Little Dave and Mom. I'll let you all get in. Yeah, I've got a couple of wee stories about spooky Scotland I would thought I'd share with you. I think there's 10. It's 10 strange paranormal stories. So it's something to talk about, isn't it? So welcome in, everybody. We are on Facebook as well. Welcome, everybody, on Facebook. Let me just jump over and see who's around. I don't even know how to do it on Facebook. I've never done it before. I think I can do it on StreamYards, can I not? Jump back and forward screen on StreamYards. Let's check it out. I've never done it before. You are live, no I can't. View on Facebook. Oh, I'm not going to start mucking about. Welcome in, everybody, in Facebook. I'll put it on the comments as well. I am going out on my main page as well, guys, on Facebook, just so I can get the stories out. Welcome in, Charlie Huntress. Welcome in, Uncle Danny. I said we're support live for tomorrow night because I've been running around all day and I thought that's no fair just giving you a couple hours notice. Welcome in, Shell, Mystical Love and Light. So I thought, right, we'll set it up. This was yesterday. I thought I'll set the two of them up and then I'll do that tomorrow. But it's up to you if you're around. If you're not around, I'll reschedule. Nothing heavy. He's hearing me okay and everything, guys, right? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So welcome in everybody on Facebook and YouTube. Did you see how good my video did, guys, on YouTube? It got 1,000k. It's actually 1,010 views right now because YouTube was recommending it. So all good, all good. You can hear Duality Brilliant, sis. I seen the picture and I was like, I know who that is. You's all change your names and things and then I have to keep looking at yous. Welcome, Amora. If you can hear me fine. Good stuff. Yeah, so I'll let yous all get in and have a chit-chat. So I've got a couple of shows lined up, guys, and I'll just get through them with yous, right? Wait till I jump back to YouTube a minute and I'll just get through them with yous, what I've got planned. Tomorrow night, if Uncle Danny can, we'll do the support stream at 12 at midnight tomorrow night. If Uncle Danny can make it. If not, we'll talk about something, guys. Then on Wednesday, I've got the Coven meeting. Then on Thursday, where did I have Thursday? Wait now, 2 minutes, not checking. What did I have for Thursday? And Amy's coming back as well. We confirmed it today that she will be back for a chit-chat, guys. Amy for Shadow Hunters. I've got, the Witches Woods as well next week, Saturday night. We're talking about what I think is in all these Witches Woods. I've just no long watched another video, another team in America, Twin Paranormal, doing a video about Witches Woods. Obviously, it's more dramatic when they do it, guys. There's like, oh, that's a demon down there. That's this, that's that. But the basic haunting is the same as our Witches Woods. Too late at 12 p.m. for me, sis. Sorry. That's okay, Suze. It's so I can reach some of our... See, to let you understand, I usually schedule all my lives around UK time, but I like to reschedule them. Once every fortnight or every couple of weeks, a wee bit later, so I can say hello to my American and Canada family, because 9 o'clock's only about 5 o'clock dinner time there. So it's hard for a lot of them to pop in. Welcome, Panjack. Welcome, Kathy, sis. I can't remember if I said hello to you. So that's why I tend to try and date a little bit later sometimes, and sometimes as well, I know I like to date a little bit earlier. It just really depends, guys. Right, when I'll tell you what I've all got lined up. Wait a wee minute and I'll check it. What my day's stream yarns. I'll tell you what all my plans are. Right, so next Saturday night's my theory of the Witches Woods, and that is going to be an open panel as well. You can come up and discuss it with me. Friday night is a live ghost hunt. If you can guess the picture, you'll ken where it is. You'll know where it is. Open panels tomorrow night, coven meetings Wednesday, yeah. Okay, so it'll be interesting, guys. I'm just trying to be a wee bit consistent and push out. I'm trying to listen to what all the studio creators say to try and be consistent in variety. So let's give it a go. And it's fun. Hugs Shell, hugs Kathy. Oh, Uncle Danny's giving you all hugs. What's little Dave and Mom saying? Let's see. Then we'll start the show. There's Witches Woods in Romania that has a complete clearing where there's trees all around and it's a circle with just perfect grass. Scientists don't know what it's like that, but witches used it. See, there is that. It's everywhere. Even as well down in Motherwell, there's a bit in called as Witches Woods or the Witches Circle, I think it's actually called. Usually, when I was going out with Barry and we used to go to Motherwell all the time, and we'd go a walk down there with the dog. It's way down like in where the river is, and there's a big bit. It's part of Strathclyde Park actually, where M&D's is, and there's a big part there where there's a tree right in the middle, and then the circle. I can't remember if the trees I think the trees at the end, and then there's a circle or vice versa. Half the time I seen it, guys, I was drunk. Okay, I'll just admit that right now. But I can remember him always saying, and it wasn't until a couple of months ago when I got talking to him, he had came to the door for some or other. I think it was the day he done the Gearton. And I'd said, you'll need to tell me where that witch's circle is. I think it's witch's circle, because I want to go to it. Even if Wally came with us, you know. Welcome, I'm glad you're all saying hello to everybody. So that's interesting, but I've definitely got a few theories, guys, about these witches' woods and things, especially from a witch's point of view. And it's not really as scary as a lot of people think. But let's leave it there, because that's not what tonight's show is about. Right, okay, so let me just share my screen with you and I'll tell you 10 strange paranormal facts about Scotland. Let's get rid of some of these tap screens. And then I'll share my screen with you. Let me shut down all the private stuff. Down. Right, okay, let me just share screen with you guys. And I've noticed when I play my videos back that you are not getting to see what I put up. The last time I noticed when I was going through the Higgy Pop stuff with you, that you weren't getting to see what I was reading out. So let's try and remedy that right now and tell me if you can see it. Right, is it Chrome tabs? Strange paranormal stories, share. I need to go to that to accept it, don't I? I'll just get off. I think I need to clean my junk files or something. Yeah, let me just check back these and see if these are. But when I'm scrolling up, seeing me scrolling. Can you see me scrolling? You know, Mystic, I just hit the like. Everybody, don't forget it. Thanks, Mystical Love and Light, Rochelle, sis. Yeah, everybody hit the like for me, please, guys. Thank you. Are you seeing me scrolling up? Right, let me just jump back and I'll scroll. You can seeing it, right? It's awfully slow, guys. Are you seeing it? Right, that's brilliant. Right, I'll just share my screen on this one then. And I'll stay here. Just no scrolling, Kathy. Yeah, you see it? Right, okay, let me just go back to the... See, I was going to do it in a way that I didn't need to... I've never did this before, put my full big screen up. No, I don't like that. I don't like it like that. No, 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 no. Here, guys, okay. I hope you can read this. I'll jump back and see if you can hear it. Let me see what you can. Oh, right. Wait. Right, okay, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry about that, but my computer's running slow. Right, okay, let me just go back and I'll start reading the content. Hi everybody, I went and I'll just check. My computer's coming on, look. Just give it 2 seconds. Can you hear me okay? Put it in the chat if you can hear me okay. Can you hear me, guys? If you can hear me, I'm just coming, guys. I had to reboot. Hi everybody, sorry about that. I had to reboot my bloody computer. It cut me off and then my screen went blank. When I tried to share it, my screen went pure blank. Sorry if I had to, if I made you all a bit confused. Oh, now my leg's dead. Problems with technology. Welcome in everybody, welcome everybody. Thank you for waiting, being patient with me. Me and technology are not friends. Right, let me share and get back to these good stories. Right, share screen. Right. Is it entire screen maybe? Right, let's try that. Why not? Why not? Oh, now that's strange. That's different. I've never had that before. No, I think I'll do it the other way. I need to iron these problems out, you know. Right, let me do it that way. The way I know how. Share screen. Share screen. Go to Chrome or window. Is it maybe window then? No, because if it's window, it's that. Chrome tab. Select tab to review. Right, that one. Right, that's it. So share that. Right. I'll scroll up it, guys, and see if you can read it. Right, let me just read it out. 10 strange paranormal stories from Scotland. If you've ever... Oh, see these silly things. That's what got me in trouble the last time, was pressing that cookie thing. Oh, I bet it's done it again. No, it's not. Right, okay, let me just see if you've seen... I'm going to scroll up quickly, see if you see me scrolling. Can you see me scrolling, guys? Right, Sam? Brilliant. Can you see me scrolling, folks? Oh, sugar lumps, I forgot I put a pizza in for him. Jeez, all suffered. It's not burnt, Liam, because it's only... It's only cheesy smelling.
No, I just smelt it there.
If the smoke alarm does our pipe your ears... Oh, no, it's perfect. It's perfected. Oh. Aye.
No, I'm that.
No, it's no burnt, but it's the right rule, so we'll eat it. Will we show them? Guys.
That's burnt.
Do you think it's burnt? Wait till we put me in the big screen. Do you think that's burnt?
Burnt my pizza, man.
It wasn't a frozen one.
No,
Oh, right, there's plenty of cereal.
Is there a brief?
Sparkles, aye. In fact, I'll make your toast so I can have one, right? Right, okay, no props. That was that handled. Oh, I forgot about his pizza. Welcome, AP, brother. I forgot about his pizza. Oops. Right, let's get back to these strange. Sparkle's going to dance until ready for her to eat it. Right, where are we? Oh, I shouldn't have moved. Oh, I need to get a new computer. Right, okay, let me go back to the top. See, are you? Oh no, not when the big city. Right, let me just read this to you, then I'll come back in a wee minute. Okay, if you've ever visited Scotland, you know this. If ghosts exist, this is where you'll find them. Edinburgh, for example, tends to be named as one of the most haunted cities in the world. The Scots certainly agree. Mainly misty Highland moors, ancient battlefields, and old spooky castles have spectral stories and creepy legends that are as scary as they are mysterious. Let's explore some of our favourite ones. Number 10, Catherine of Dalhouse. When you visit Scotland, you may never... Oh, wait. When you visit Scotland, you may not have... you may not even need to leave your hotel to witness ghosts. In fact, if you're staying at Dalhousie Castle Hotel and Aqua Spa, you might have an old-timely ghost hanging out in your room. The ghost rumoured to haunt the place is Lady Catherine, a 16-year-old noblewoman who was banished in a castle tower in 1695 after getting caught with a stable hand. The poor lovelorn Catherine died in her tower, and it is said that her spirit never left the castle, even when it was converted into a hotel in 1972. Lady Catherine's ghost leads a fairly active afterlife, which has led to multiple sightings over the years. The hotel is a popular wedding site, and the spectre has been known to attend the festivities. She walks the castle's turrets and corridors and even appears in people's rooms. Sometimes she waves at the guests from a window. Other times you might find her sitting on your bed, according to eyewitnesses. Her grey dress, sharp features, and small feet could make you believe that she's perfectly alive. That is, until she walks right through a locked door. Oh, well done. Oh, go away. Accept the risk. Let's do it. Why not accept the risk in life? Come on, accept it. Live dangerously. Go away. Oh, I hate these things. They take forever to get off your screen. Right. Accept risk. Thank you very much. Go away now. Oh. It's not that. They don't even let you pull the back screen up. Oh, my jeez. Your virus protection has expired. I know. Who cares? That's it. Wait, right. Okay, let me just do that last paragraph. Until she walks through your locked door. Here's an interesting anecdote. In 2007, American writer Kate Blockett visited the castle to learn about Lady Catherine, who at this point had picked up the popular ghost moniker, the Grey Lady. Although she was unsuccessful, she discovered that Catherine does not like the sound of bagpipes. Whenever the castle steward tries to play his instrument while she's around, he's unable to play it properly. Wow. Did we go up a bit? Oh, number 9. Let me come back to you. Was that okay? Are you hearing that okay and everything, guys? Welcome. Welcome. Did I see thinking of others in? Welcome, thinking. I'm sure I've seen thinking of others in. Oh, okay, you go rest, Uncle Danny. And I'll speak to you on Messenger, okay? Big hugs, love ya. So it's okay, sis, no problem. I don't know how to date that I'm on screen as well, I've no clue. It might be that one, but I'm not 100%. Plus, you would be better off seeing the... Right, let's try that. Okay. Number 9. The Ghost of Stirling. Stirling Castle is home to 2 well-known ghosts. The most striking one of them is known as the Pink Lady. She is a pretty woman who got her nickname from the luxurious pink dress that she wears. She is rumoured to be none other than Mary Queen of Scots, who was crowned in the castle. According to another legend, she may be the wife of a soldier who fell when Edward I and his troops besieged Stirling Castle in the early 14th century. Doomed to search for her fallen husband for all eternity, the Pink Lady spends her time wandering around the castle and the surrounding area. Wait, now we take that off, guys. And the surrounding area. The second ghost is known as the Green Lady or the Grey Lady, depending on who is telling the story. Basically, the matter what colour of dress they had on, that's what colour their name was. No, the creeping lady of the cold corridor or something. They could have been more ambitious with their name and their ghosts. The second ghost is known as the Green Lady or the Grey Lady, depending on who is telling the story. A popular story says that she's the spirit of a servant girl who saved young Queen Mary from a fire, possibly dying herself while doing so. Whenever she appears, a major disaster is sure to follow. Although this may seem ominous, the lady is actually trying to warn people of the danger, attempting to save them like she saved her queen so many years ago. Still don't think that the ghosts of Stirling Castle are all benevolent. There are rumours of a third, more mysterious spectre. It manifests as unseen footsteps in the area known as the Governor's Block. It is said that the 19th century sentry died here in the middle of his patrol. His face twisted in terror. Is the poor guard the ghostly making the footsteps? Or did he see whatever horrifying spectre creature was making them and die of fright? That's the beauty of ghost stories. You can choose to believe whichever version you find the scariest. Okay, number 8, the hostile spirits of Blair vaults. Leicester has told you about Edinburgh's old vaults before. Some of the spirits there reside there are even scarier than the old legend of mysterious grave robbers, Burke and Hare, storing their victims there. We did the Burke and Hare story, remember the last time? These underground chambers are locally known as Blair Street vaults, and thought to be the home of several nasty ghosts. These spirits will not necessarily show themselves to you, but their faces sometimes show in photographs, and their presence is felt in a number of other ways. The most harmless ghost is Jack. He is a joker who likes to tug at people's pants and throw stones across the chamber, causing nasty echoes. Another one is known as Mr. Boots. He's the source of the mysterious heavy footsteps that some can be heard in the empty vaults. However, they're both small potatoes compared to the Watcher, a truly frightening entity. According to Nicola Wright, who has worked as a tour guide in the underground vaults for over a decade, the Watcher is always lurking in the tunnels. Psychics have reported feelings of dread in its presence. It's usually content just watching visitors, but sometimes it starts pushing people and pulling their hair. The Watcher is at its strongest in an area called the White Room, where even veteran vault dweller Nicola refuses to go. She says that the Watcher tries to stop people from entering by shouting at them and pushing them. People who have stepped in the White Room anyway have returned with bruises, scratches and torn clothes, feeling extremely nauseous. Ooh, the White Hart. The White Hart Inn. It's a pub, isn't it? What did that say there? Pub, Edinburgh. Probably Edinburgh lately. Edinburgh Evening News. If you're feeling playful, you might say that there's no better place for a Scottish spirit than a pub. Maybe that's why so many Scottish pubs have ghosts of their own. One of the most famous haunted public houses is the White Hart Inn. With its cellars that date back to 1516, it is one of the oldest pubs in Edinburgh. It's also said to be one of the most haunted. According to legend, the White Hart Inn has seen many different murders and tragedies. Over the centuries, the place has accumulated so much spectral energy that many visitors have reported invisible hands pulling their hair or throwing things at them. The ghosts aren't fans of the modern technology either, as they occasionally pull cables. In 2013, a tourist couple supposedly managed to photograph one of the White Hart Inn ghosts. Although the manager doesn't believe in the hauntings himself, even he admitted that the picture was very hard to explain. He also admits that many members of the staff have had odd encounters, and their cleaner has actually threatened to quit if he encounters any more unexplained phenomena. In 2014, Scottish ghost adventurers set up some equipment in the oldest part of the White Hart Inn. They managed to capture mysterious voices saying, "Help me," and "Connor." Wait, no, talk about them a wee bit. Wait, I think that might be the picture. Wait till we go back to the... Is that the picture there? Oh, it is. Look, do you see the wee lassie? You see the wee lassie, guys? To see if the others have got a picture of the ghost. I never thought to look. I thought it was just a picture of... Oh, that must be the watcher look, that one. To see these have got a picture. The pink lady. Oh, that one's got a video. Oh no, maybe not. It's maybe an advertisement. To see if this one's got a picture. Oh, that's just the one. Dull Housey. Until we get back to number 6. Now have a wee play of the Eloise a minute. A wee drink. Oh, come on, get up. The Ghost of Glencoe is next. So what are you thinking of them, guys? Are you liking all them okay? I don't know how to put it up to the big screen. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, guys. Hatchy Hatch, hi, Pat buddy. Welcome in, Hatch. It's nice to see you, pal. That's the pub on Constroff Road, is it? I think, Suze. I'll put that up so everyone on Facebook sees it. Suze is saying that is the pub on Corstfin Road. What's Kathy saying? Blimey, we'll have to courtesy to you when I enter Little Dave and Mum. What's my Little Dave and Mum saying? I love the story of the White Queen, and I read the book and watched the series, and when I did my family tree, I was surprised she was in my line. I cried. Oh wow, Little Dave and Mum. I'm going to call you. What's your name again, Melissa? I think it's Melissa, her name, guys. I am related to the whole Queen Elizabeth Woodfall, and if I trace my dad's line, we are related to King Robert the Bruce. That's cool. What did you say? I also share a 13th great-grandmother with Prince William and Harry and Princess. Oh, that's brilliant. If you were willing to show us that, you'd need to come up and show us. Let us bloody see it, missus. Just saying hello, Hatchie. Hello right back, buddy. Send me an email, Hatchie. My email address has never changed, and I'll keep an eye out for it. I'm just that busy to write you one, pal. Welcome in, everybody. What are you saying? They destroyed what? Well, Cathy Gallagher, they destroyed my family's manor house in 1776 when the USA declared independence in 1776. The king took the house and made it Great Wymondley Park in Cambridgeshire. Oh, wow. Interesting. What are you saying, Missy? I'll keep putting our comments up, guys. I did a lot of research, but I hit a wall. I need to really go there and visit the clerk's office in the town. That'll be interesting to see how that comes along. Yeah, they're good. Thank you, Sass. I just thought it's something different to talk about this week, isn't it? I did the Haunted Scotland not that long ago when I read it all out, but everybody loved it then. It's my Hatchie saying. My wee Hatchie. Drew, I'm good. Just cooked a chicken. I'm having a coronation chicken on the day. Oh, well done, Hatchie. Yeah, I did a wee live just to commemorate the day, because it's one of the things, even though I wasn't a big monarchy follower, it's still nice to honour it. She was part of all our lives, you know, whether we liked it or no. And I did remember, guys, and I was meant to share the story with you. My daughter met the Queen twice. Because we studied at New Lanark, it's classed as a historical town because it's got New Lanark mines and everything. So anytime the politicians, royalty or anything was coming to Lanark, it was always Kerry's school that get picked. And for the millennium, she got a gold coin. I'll need to try and look it out and show you it. And it's actually in a wee case and everything. It's never been touched by human hands. It's off the mint, the Royal Mint place, But that's not the story. The funny thing is, for about 3 days before she came, everybody was warned. They weren't to tell anybody when she was coming. None of us got the time she was coming at or nothing. We were just to have the weans doing at New Lanark for 10 o'clock in the morning, say, right? And we didn't get told this to the night before. But the morning of the Queen coming, New Lanark's up here, as you know, where we all stayed up in the hill, and then you've got a big forest there, and then you've got New Lanark down here. In that forest, it was full of snipers and things. And the teenagers, young adults, if you like, in our street, noised them right up, as in they annoyed them. They kept running out and in the woods and jumping back and forward. I don't know how many times they had a gun pointing at them. Honest to God, I had visions of somebody getting shot, to be honest. But Kerry went down and she shook the Queen's horn and different things. I think she was what? That was a way back in the millennium. The year in the millennium. 2000, I think it would have been. And a couple of years before it, she met her again. And it was because of some animals or something that they did. That it was a special animals or something. She came as well. I don't think they actually got to meet them that time or shake her horn. It was just a quick, the school was to be there up at Lanark Memorial. Things like that. It was something like that. But she met her twice. So there you go. I was in the Buckingham Palace as a teen. What is this? Uramora says, I was in Buckingham Palace as a teen. It was gorgeous. Aye, I do believe it'd be lovely. If you've ever been in any of the old churches and things as well, like the cathedrals, they're beautiful, honestly. What's she saying? I was in Edinburgh over the weekend and me and my daughter were going to see the Queen laying in state, but they warned us to be prepared for a 30-hour wait. Needless to say, we didn't go. A lot of people were saying that on the different news channels today, that it's a really long wait. You're saying, Mike, my friend Mike. I'm not sure your comment, Mike. Where is it? I do love me some Scotland. Oh, well, we love where you are, Tasty. We love the Himalayan mountains, the Appalachian Mountains and things. My nana met Charlie in Kirkconnell. Charlie in Kirkconnell in the 70s. Thanks for coming, Mike Bird. I'm just reading out some haunted tales of Scotland. So we'll get back to it, okay, guys, with a nice little break there. The Ghost of Glencoe. Right. It's a beautiful, isn't it? I wonder if that one's still standing. Most of them are still standing. It's just to see these fences, you don't get allowed in. Okay. The Massacre of Glencoe in 1692 was a brutal attack where the soldiers loyal to the English crown visited the MacDonald clan and initially befriended their hosts. But suddenly they received an order from the crown. Kill the entire clan. The formerly pleasant soldiers ambushed the sleeping MacDonalds during a blizzard, killing 38 of them. Many more died of exposure as they desperately fled for the hills. Some say the ghosts of the wronged MacDonalds never went away. People who live in the stunningly beautiful Glencoe, aka Glencoe, area genuinely agree that the spirits of the victims are still lingering, unable to move on because of their unexpected and violent demise. Winter is said to be the best time to glimpse the spectral MacDonalds, particularly near the massacre's anniversary. February 13th, some say reportedly ghostly figures crouching in the hills, still desperately trying to hide from the soldiers. Others say that they have heard the screams and wailing of the MacDonalds being killed all over again. Others still claim that they are actually seeing the massacre reenacted in ghostly form. Still, the Clan MacDonald ghosts are just the tip of the supernatural iceberg in Glencoe. The place is also said to be haunted by the MacDonalds, Connag, an invisible banshee-like entity that warns of danger, with its blood-curdling cries. Legend has it that the Quangas screams warned the MacDonalds of their impending doom, which is how so many of them were able to escape the soldier's sword. According to some, she can be heard wailing near a waterfall on the night before the anniversary. of the massacre. What do you make of that? I didn't ever know there were a kind of banshee in Scotland. We learn something every day. Need to go. That's okay, Sue's sister. You go get your medication and sit back and relax while you hear the stories, okay? What you saying, Duality? Press show. Right. What's Duality saying? I'm partially of Scottish descent. My maternal grandmother's family name was MacDonald. Not exactly sure when they emigrated to America, but I think it was sometime after the Civil War. Brilliant. Glencoe's on your bucket list, sis. Right, let's go back to the number 5. The Plague Phantoms of Mary King's Close. Oh, that's where we were. I've got a video. We didn't actually get right into Mary Queen's Close, though. We only got to walk down the wee bit. But there was stuff coming through the spirit box. And I'm sure the exit sign flickered as well a couple of times, and it wasn't flickering before we turned it on. Wherever people die in large numbers, you're bound to find a ghost story or two. Mary King's Close in Edinburgh is no exception. The partially whaled up. By the way, guys, see Mary, that'll be right across from where the Queen is lying in state right now. Mary, that close. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, the partially whaled up claustrophobic alley area below the city chambers used to be the place where the city's poor lived, and when the bubonic plague arrived in the 17th century, died. As the city grew, the upper levels of the close were eventually demolished, leaving only the creepy narrow basements, levels where you can still visit today. As a frightening claustrophobic place where people died en masse, the close has long enjoyed a reputation as a site haunted by the plague victims. The most famous ghost here is a young girl known as Annie. In 1992, Annie thoroughly scared a Japanese psychic taking a guided tour. The visitor had been unimpressed by the place until she stepped in a particular room. She was immediately overwhelmed by feelings of cold, hunger, and sickness, and when she tried to stumble away from the room, a small, ghostly hand tried to grab her leg. In all fairness, we must mention that the history of the Mary King's Close is not quite as ruthless as its marketed people would have you believe. Though there are many stories that plague-stricken poor tenants were walled up in their buildings and left to die, the plague carriers were actually moved to a quarantine zone outside the city walls, and the dead were properly disposed of by gravediggers. It's still a fairly tragic fate, though. Yeah, it's still a bad story. Okay, the Piper of Kinnaird Head. It's a lighthouse. Lighthouses are isolated and scary places. Scottish castles are famously haunted. When you combine the two, you get Kinnaird House. The beautiful lighthouse has been serving Scotland since 1787, and it was built on the remaining structure of the 15th century castle. Naturally, this means that the Kinnaird Head has its very own ghost story. It is said that the lord of the Kinnaird Castle, Sir Alexander Fraser, was very protective of his daughter Isabel. One day when Sir Alexander was away on business, Isabel took in a young piper who was seeking shelter from a snowstorm. The two fell in love, but when Sir Alexander found out, he was so furious that he locked his daughter in the castle tower. He dragged the piper in a cave below the castle and chained him up. Unfortunately, a storm broke out and drowned the piper. The next day, Sir Alexander took his daughter in the cave so that he could make sure no hopes of marriage would linger between the two young lovers. However, when they found the piper dead, the heartbroken Isabel ran to the tower and jumped. Today, the cave is known as the Piper's Cave. Legend has it that the young man's ghost can be heard playing for Isabel, whose spirit haunts the area whenever a storm is gathering. That's quite a popular one, that, I think that happened quite a lot up here in Scotland. A lot of the young girls fell in love with the hands, the handlers of the horses and things, and fell pregnant, and The lairds of the land just would not let them marry, so suicide and things was rife for them, you know. Okay. Red Castle is a large 13th century hall house that was equipped with castle towers during the 16th and 17th century. Although only its ruins remain, its mainly strange architectural features make it an interesting structure. Its history is equally fascinating, as is its story behind its ghost. Yes, of course there's a ghost. It's Scottish Castle, remember. The Cunnings, the most long-term documents of Red Castle, had been feuding with the Macintoshes over its ownership for centuries. In 1441, the Cummings decided it was time to stop fighting. So Old Cumming invited Clan Macintosh to the castle for a huge feast as an offer of peace. Even better, Old Cumming's daughter had struck up a relationship with a young Macintosh man. It looked like there might finally be a chance for peace between the two enemy clans. Of course, the invitation was actually a clever plot to wine and dine the Macintoshes and murder them while they were unable to fight back. Unfortunately for the Cummings, Old Cummings' daughter was worried about the safety of her loved and warned the Macintoshes about the plot. This is why they came to the dinner with dark daggers hidden in their clothing. When the Cummingses started their ambush during a toast for the dead, the Macintoshes pulled their hidden dirks and quickly stabbed their hosts instead. Old Cumming escaped the bloodshed and ran to the upper chamber to confront his daughter, who he now realised had warned the Macintoshes. The furious clan chief attacked the young lady with a sword and cut off both her hands before she could escape by jumping out the window. See? After the slaughter, it turned out that no one really wanted to own a castle where so much blood had been shed. Red Castle was left to ruin. Its only occupant is said to be the ghost of the young lady. Sorry, the ghost of a young handless woman in a bloody dress. Oh God. The city of Inverness. Yes, Inverness is meant to be one of the most haunted cities. I can't remember if it's Inverness or Dundee that has that ship that's really haunted on it. I think it's Dundee. Inverness is the administrative centre of Scottish Highlands, located slightly to the north of Loch Ness. It's also a very haunted place. When a famous ghost hunting show toured the United Kingdom, Inverness was the only Scottish venue they visited. Part of this was because it is conveniently near some of their other sites with a ghastly reputation such as Culloden Fields, which we'll also discuss in a moment. Okay, we take it up. However, Inverness has plenty of strange stories of its own. Local paranormal enthusiasts will tell you about the Blake Friar, a ghostly monk who is said to haunt the town's BT building. Legend has it that the spectral girl lurks in the mirror of Bilnair House, an old merchant building with a bloody history. There is an there is an obligatory spooky lady ghost wandering the halls of Eden Court Theatre. Try saying that when you're Scottish. There is an obligatory spooky lady ghost wandering the halls of Eden Court Theatre. Hospital graveyards and even the River Ness are said to be brimming with ghosts. There are whispers of Willie the Carsh, a local boogeyman. Witches and fairies have also been reported in the area. What makes Inverness even more mysterious than all the legends is that there is very little information available about them. Unlike Edinburgh, where haunted properties like Blair Street Vaults and the White Hart Inn are proudly on display, and ghost tours are readily available, Inverness seems to enjoy keeping its ghosts private. A team called the Highland Paranormal Group has recently started to uncover the city's ghostly mysteries. But even with the local knowledge and contracts, they say they've only started to scratch the surface. Oh, wow. The military spectres of Culloden. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that field. Culloden Moor is located just a few miles from Inverness. It is the site of the last major battle fought on British soil, the Battle of Culloden in 1746. The bloody conflict was between Scottish Jacobites and the much larger forces of English Crown, led by the Duke of Cumberland. The marshy battleground didn't favour the Jacobites, and the favourite strategy of the charging the enemy headlong. The English artillery and cavalry tactics defeated them so badly that the battle effectively ended in the traditional Scottish clan culture. You'd expect a place such as bloody and dramatic history to have more than its share of ghosts, and Culloden doesn't disappoint. Paranormal investigators have reported mysterious cold spots in places where Jacobites fell in large numbers. It is said that at Culloden drinking well, called St Mary's Well, it is so haunted that its water is screaming with the voices of the restless dead. The anniversary of the slaughter is a particularly active time for the ghosts. During that time, the many people say that they've seen mysterious marching Highlanders, strange corpses, and bleeding men. Some say that they have. Let's try and get this up a bit, guys. Right. The anniversary of the slaughter is a particularly active time for the ghosts. During that time, many people say they have seen mysterious marching Highlanders, strange corpses, and bleeding men. Some say that they have witnessed the entire battle playing out by the restless ghosts of the fallen. As the air fills with screams and sounds of fighting, perhaps the most haunting Culloden ghost, however, is a single spectre, a tall, lonely, dejected figure wandering the moor aimlessly and whispering, defeated, defeated, over and over. Wow. Ghost House Nanny. In Scotland, ghosts are also whispered that they can even affect a job listings. In 2017, a family posted a job offer on childcare.com looking for an exceptional live-in nanny for their two children aged 5 and 7. The position paid exceptionally well for a nanny gig at $50,000 a year. However, there was a slight catch. The family lives in a Scottish borderlands in a scenic historical property. The parents are busy professionals who tend to be away for roughly 4 nights a week. Also, the last 5 nannies all quit because of the place is haunted. According to the job posting, the parents were told that the property was haunted when they bought it a decade earlier. They decided to keep an eye in mind and purchase it anyway, but have never personally experienced any paranormal activity. Maybe the ghosts just don't like them, though, because when they're away, the place reportedly goes wild. There have been multiple incidents of mysterious broken glass, strange noises, and moving furniture. Despite the fact that the whole situation seems like a setup for the kind of horror movie the protagonist is not going to survive, the family's decision to be upfront about the job's challenges paid off. They received over 3,000 queries from fearless nannies and ultimately found the person who they felt was perfect for the job. Let's see if there's any more. What if that's a true story? And that's that. So that was good, guys, wasn't it? He said it's very sad what the English did to the Scots, I know. But to be fair, it was give and take well all the time. I mean, if you read a lot of the history, it was bloody battles in Scotland, then bloody battles in England. It was jump, 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 jump. And at the end of it, what happened? We were all friends. I'm glad you liked it, guys. What you saying? How you Hatchie? It's a sin that they left them built houses right next to Culloden. People were protesting and suing the government, but they built the houses anyway. They do that with most places up here in Scotland. A lot of the buildings just get knocked straight down, no consideration, honestly. I think because we've got historical towns like your Glasgow, your Edinburgh, your Dundee, everywhere, right? I think they forget that all the little towns as well has got historical buildings. I mean, that old picture house, for example, down the street, I'll point it out to you the next time I go a walk. I'll point it out. That could have been all kept. You enjoyed every one of them. That's good, sis. I'm glad you enjoyed it, guys. That's what I do them for. Just to need a little bit of history. What are you saying? It's a sin what? It's a sin that they left them bald. Oh, that's the one I read it. Okay. Little, fortunately, as beautifully filmed and great locations as Highlander is, it's not historically accurate. Nonetheless, it's a fantastic series, I know. See, that's what it is, though. They've got to glorify it all, haven't they, because of to keep the Hollywood audience. If you notice, I watch there's a lot of YouTubers that come like two Americans in Edinburgh for 24 hours, that type of thing, or an American in holiday in Scotland, and then it's their opinion about what they think. And most of them think that Edinburgh is like Harry Potter. They always say, this is exactly like Harry Potter, Dragadon Alley. And it is when you walk up the Royal Mile, you know that yourself, the Royal Mile is like Dragadon Alley. Sorry, I'm back. I disappeared for a few minutes. One of the witches that Lee made went to South Africa and she received it today. She was sending me, oh, brilliant. See, they get travelled, Ma Freya's in the living room. See, they get travelled all around the world. He said, sis. I was looking up the Palace of Holyrood House where the Queen was last night, and it's also very haunted. Aye. I mean, most places in Scotland are going to be haunted, to be honest with you. You're all right, sis. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, most of the places are haunted, to be honest with you. It's like I think a lot is because of the sandstone buildings. A lot of that will just retain that energy. I'll need to try and get up to Birkwood, guys, and see just how bad it is up there to see what's all fell down with it. And also, I want to show you right up the back. I've never ever took you right up to where the cold room and things is, and the laundry and different things like that. I always just focused on the main house. But one of the people that take photographs in our local area and put them on the Les Mahagey page, he did a video, pictures of all the old coal house and things, and reminded me that I hadn't showed you it all. So I'm going to go up in the next couple. Friday I'll go that ghost hunt. I'm trying to go a ghost hunt every single Friday night up till I go away to England. And then that way, my very last Halloween episode will be in Nottingham, hopefully with Haunted Finders. And if they can't make it, I'll just do something myself, because I do want to try and be doing Nottingham for roughly Halloween. Amy, she did say that where she stays, she'd meet me if I arrange it, so I'll do that on the way down. I love the Rob Roy ones as well. I love Rob Roy films. He was a mix in his life. It's more like a palace, Hatchy, Holyrood House. One of my favourite movies are The Highlander with the Connor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod with Connery and Lambert. Yes, because I was watching videos about it last night and they talked about how haunted it is, and Mary Queen of Scots was beautiful and she lived there. It was her favourite castle. That's much like the Queen. The Queen's place was Balmoral. And they said on the news today that if she didn't actually pass away at Balmoral, we would never have had this experience of her being lying in state in Scotland. And I think because she did love Scotland, she's planned it like that. She's obviously knew something was up. She wanted to go to Balmoral to be her last days because she wanted to be lying in state for the Scottish people as well. She knew that we all cared about her just as much as the English, really. What you saying, sis? Toby? I have never been to Holyrood, just Edinburgh Castle. Well, once you come up to Edinburgh, you'll see it. I mean, all the different places are really nice. The Royal Mile's nice. Every close going up there is haunted, really, because it's where all the people used to go in and get killed, and the bit where the hung drawn. Oh, guys, I was looking up the day something about the witch trials. I'm going to do another series about it. Wait, you hear the story of this one? It's crazy. Oh, wait till I see if I've still got my notes up and I'll read a bit of it. It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. Shouldn't be hard to find, to be honest. I was just looking at it earlier. Right. Bookmarks. Find there's here. In fact, we'll just run through. I don't need to do a stream about it. Let's just get through it a wee minute, right? If I don't share my screen, means I'll get through it a wee minute. Wait, you see this? I'll try and find the story that I was looking at today. It's crazy. It's a man accusing his wife and her sister. Search using interactive map, not search all databases. This is the one I used. I tried to do it with the grid, but it wouldn't let me do my area. I found one in Lismahago, but it did. I found one in Lismahago, and they got tried at Lanark, but there's no notes about it or anything because it got not proven. Search for accused witches by name or place. I'll show you that. By borough. I'll do by parish, right? Place of residence. You see this? Sex is either marital status, any. Diff on the woman's name. There was actually two. Smithy Bessie, that was the one I looked up. First name Bessie, last name Smithy, sex female, place of residence parish Lismahago, place of residence Lanark, place of residence County Lanark. Smithy Bessie, right? 1623. This is the notes. The accused, Smithy Bessie. Let me see if in fact local trial. Let's see. Notes. Church discussed the case and ordered her to be censored. The person who consulted her also seemed to have been punished as well. So I think she got executed, guys, even though it wasn't proven. There was some... See, what they did was they got accused of being witches. And then if it wasn't proven with the people accusing them, there was these people called the witch watchers. And they would watch them and things and see if they're the investigator there. They would investigate them and see if they thought they could be witches. So depending on what they thought about you, you could still be tried and killed anyway. Right, last name Hamilton, first name James, title Mr, occupation Minister, office, first charge of Lismahago, residence Lismahago. Notes, Minister between 1604 and 1631, was a very strict disciplinarian involved in a case in 1623. That's that Smithy Bessie Smithy case. Look, characterization, folk healing, unorthodox religious practice. Witches meetings, specific verbal formulae, yes. Specific ritual acts, yes. Unorthodox religious practice, yes. Folk notes, Weyburn leaf, also known as plantain, was applied to relieve pain. Ritual objects, a Weyburn leaf. Religious motive, prayer. Disease, illness, yes. Notes of disease, accused of healing using herbs and spoken verse prayer. Other charges, charming. Oh my God, can you believe that? That's no right. Lanark Presbyterian Records. See also W. Hunter Bigger and the House of Fleming Bigger, 1862, page 379. The project did not check Lanark's reference to this printed secondary source as part of the research. No pagination Presbyterian Records. I'm not going through it, guys, because it really does start to annoy me, and I will go through it when I do my Scottish witch trials. It's crazy, isn't it? They basically kill people for healing, for helping people, as I said. Oh, sorry for shouting at me. For helping people. Yep, sis, they got housed for they get killed for helping people. Mystical love and light, I'll protect you, sis, till the death, I promise. All my witchy sisters, I would never grass you in. I think it said, I'm not sure if that was the name I clicked or no. I was reading that many earlier on, but the one I was talking about wasn't that one. It must have been that first name. And that's what it was. It was her husband that threw her under the bus. He caught her, what was it? He caught her enchanting or something. I'll read it to you guys. I think it's Thursday. I've got that down for. People are afraid of what they don't understand. That's exactly what it is. See, right now I've got a sore head, right? If you can see my eyes are all... And see, the minute that I sit with a couple of crystals, right? I swear to God, a couple of crystals, I'll sit with them. What have I chosen? I've got the bridging. I'll come to me. Oh, aye. I've got the bridging, guys. And I've got a bit of... I just lifted them at random off the tray. And a bit of quartz. So I just sit in. Any crystals does it. Just sit with them on your temples for a wee while. I grow plenty of herbs. That's true, LDNM. Yeah, I just sit with them on my temple and things. I mean, it just makes you worried though. If it wasn't for people knowing how to heal people through herbs and oils and things, they wouldn't have half of the medicines they've got today. Oh, yeah, I'll be okay, sis. A couple of crystals and I'll be fine. I was looking at a screen for hours earlier. People are afraid of what they don't understand. I just ordered some herbs drying salt racks to dry all my herbs for winter. Brilliant. I grow plenty of herbs. That's the best way. See, my problem is I'm not used to buying pre-packed herbs that I struggle to see what they look like. See, supposing I was to go a walk in the woods or something, I struggle to know what they look like because I'm not used to getting them in wee packages or wee jars or something. So I'm going to have to do more research into what they actually look like. Don't forget, what's Hatchie saying? Don't forget your brother. Oh, and brothers, of course, Hatchie. My best mod, my best buddy. It's funny with my rocks when what you saying, sis? It's funny with my rocks when I plant my garden. If I find a rock, I put them to the side and wash the rock and then keep the rock on the deck. That your wee Zach will know pass a stone. See if a stone looks nice, even if it's a bit of bloody concrete. He picks it up and I'll have to say, Zach, that's concrete, son. But it's a good shape, Gran. What you saying, duality? I still can't get over the story of the guy who wrote the Maleficum. Apparently they did it after a woman rejected him and encouraged others to do not attend the ceremonies. There's that many of them. There's crazy. I swear to God. See if you were to go through all the. I think there's something like 4,000 on that one. See if you were to go through them all, guys, and look at all the different reasons. It's crazy. I don't know if there's a part that I can go straight to the trials without the people. That would be better if I could actually go straight to the trials and see what they were accused of, what the outcome was, and then trace it back, maybe. It's crazy. That is interesting, Suze, isn't it? Especially knowing we're Scottish. I want to go to all these wee Scottish towns, if there was accused witches there, and leave them a little plaque or something telling them you have been sorry guys, it's because it's I forgot to plug in the plug, so we ran out of charge. I'll just plug it in now. Sorry, I'm so sick. Because I take the laptop upstairs. I was using the big desktop, remember? But it's not very good, guys. I'm going to have to get somebody to look at the tower. It's not working very good. I think I left it off too long. So I'm just back to the laptop. To plug this in. Oh. So there we go. How long have we been live? Well, I'll go for a couple of minutes. So I hope you liked that, everybody. I need to choose some crystals to heal. What you saying, Toby says? I need to choose some crystals to heal. I have a sudden swelling from my ear down to my chin, left side. Best, see your clear quartz and things. They're about your best. Unless you want to the expensive prices like the one that by Ashke and things all use. I mean, they are pure energy healing crystals, but you'll pay £100 for one. See, if you want to use any, I would advise just clear quartz. If you can't afford to keep buying loads of different crystals for this, crystals for that, buy a couple of clear quartz, a couple of towers, calcite towers, a clear quartz, a smoky quartz. What else? A bit of venturine. Venturine is good for money work. That is really good for drawing in a wee bit extra money. Also rose quartz as well. Rose quartz is good for keeping everything on a balance. That's actually orange calcite. I don't know why I brought that up. They look pretty much the same, look, orange and pink. Do you know something? I think that you're better off getting into a crystal shop. And now that everywhere's open again, get into a crystal shop and hoard them and see how you feel holding them. Because I could tell you a crystal like that, things to make heal you, but it might not be the same for you. So to be honest, get into a crystal shop if you get the chance, sis, and see how it makes you feel. But for everybody else, that a general guidance, clear quartz, guys. Well, if you're no witches and things and don't want a big, huge bundle of crystals, get you a bit of clear quartz, a bit of rose quartz, even maybe a black stone like your smoky quartz, and you won't go wrong. And keep them darted around your home. A lot of the times I'll put them down my bra. And that's where I like the big chunks, because if you walk around for them for a couple of hours, you start to feel the effect on them. Or the ones that's on a necklace, wear them for a couple of hours. Even if I know it looks silly, but try and get them onto your temple and things. And then you get a much, much better usage out of them, especially when you keep them down your bra and walk around with them. What's wrong? Go to the dentist. Maybe go to the dentist, I don't know. Is it in your jaw? What's your sugar? Even smear your neck, sis. Just more and neck could just be sore throat. A lot of people are know the way he's got a sore throat and things as well. Wee Lorne, she's just got having a really bad cough and things as well. There's wee bugs about up here, but it always happens a change of the seasons. Could be swollen glands, sis. Let's try to get an appointment with a doctor's crazy. Their surgery keeps closing. It's crazy. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into it, guys, because I have got my message for YouTube saying that I have to make an AdSense account and things up because I'm so close to 1,000. So I've did all that. I actually think that's why they've started to recommend my videos. It's because I did get a thing underneath that. I'll just show you it. Saying that. Show you guys. If you look at the normal studio, right? This down here never used to be here. See the monetization button? That never used to be there. But now you click it and it tells you, you can't even see that, it tells you Join the YouTube partnership program to earn money, get creator sponsorship, monetization and more, creator support and tools. It says more. YouTube will email you when you qualify for this, see? I've got 2,625 watch hours and 970 subscribers. On the Social Blade, when it tells you roughly when it actually gives you like a thing where it kind of gives you an estimate where you'll be. So it has me down for getting across the monetization barrier in the next 6 weeks. That's where it's got me going over it. So they must work it out how many views you're getting and how many subscribers you're getting. That's why I want to stick to a bit of structure as well, just so that it keeps flowing, you know. Plus, I'm thinking about doing YouTube full time. I've got a lot of ideas, and I think it would be pretty good. See, there's a lot of websites out there that you can grab footage from. That's if you put, I think it's £20 a month or something, the subscription, but it's all different footage for all different things, and you can actually make like mini movies out of them and things like that. So I was thinking about doing it and just doing the commentary. You won't see my face, you'll just hear my voice. But it'll be a completely new channel. It'll not even be Drew's Paranormal Vlog or anything. It'll be out as a completely new channel. And I was thinking about doing it as Scottish crime, paranormal crime. All to do with Scotland, different things. We'll see. I know I only need 30 more. I've got loads of things coming up. If I do get monetising things and I start getting adverts, everything's going back into the channel. I'm going to, it depends, you only get like £23 a month, you know? £23 a month, whoop, whoop. I'll probably just give away a couple of wee things, you know, make them and give them away. Buy some resin with it and give everything away that I make. Do look up some videos on YouTube on words and things that you cannot say or put in a title when you are monetized so you don't get flagged. That way you know ahead of time. I'll need to do that, sis. See, I didn't used to use that thing above, what you call it, tube buddy. I never used to use that, but I've been using it more and more. It's quite handy, actually. Makes sense, sis? I will do my best to get you near to those. Oh, don't worry about it, sis. You get better. Okay? Listen, guys, I'll grow the way I'm growing. I just want to get to that milestone so I can say, whoop, whoop, I achieved something. And then I can move on to the next thing. I'll achieve my 1,000 subscribers. Then I'll get my driving licence. What will it be after my driving licence? I don't know. What are you saying, little Dave, Mom? You're excellent. Just keep being... I will be, sis, honestly. I can only just be me. That's that. I enjoy just jumping on doing what I do. I get wee notions during the day and I think, oh, I could do that. I could talk about that. Or I'll turn around to talk to somebody about it and there's nobody there. So I think, well, I'll go live and just talk about it. Well, I know. And I don't, but I should. Because I would probably find hundreds of people that would talk to me about what I'm researching at that moment. Or what I've found at that moment. What's Mystical saying? You're actually just existing. What's she saying, sis? Drew Ghosty Mobile. Exactly. Guys, I've got all yous, and I'm happy with that. I love, see us with our wee covenant. It's amazing, honestly. This has only got to be our 3rd week, and we've made a great bond as it is. It's amazing. I love it. Oh, thank you, little David, Mom. Thank you. Right, everybody. So, in fact, share your link, Mystical. Everybody share their links before we go. Anybody that's got channels, put your links up. And everybody that's interested in the witchy ones and whatever, subscribe to each other, guys. I'll hang around for a moment. I'll go get a drink. I think my juice is upstairs. don't know what's in the fridge. That's all upstairs. I knew I should have kept my juice in there. All those ideas, right? I will, little Red and Dave. I did it, little Dave and Mom. I'm going to just call you Mom. That's it. Or Lil. I'm calling you Lil. Because I see Dobie calling you Lil. So I'm going to call you Lil. Yeah, everybody subscribe to Mystical Loving Light, please, guys. Especially if you are interested in the witchy path. She shows you amazing things. Just shows you amazing things. There's a lot of things that we can just use along the home as well. You don't need elaborate ingredients a lot of the time. Most of the time you can get them in your local supermarket, and depending on where you stay in your area. I got a channel but not much on there, but I have one but not sure to share link. It's okay, Suze, we'll get your link out in the sistery group, okay? Don't worry about your link if you don't post anything. It's okay. It's just so people can go watch your videos, such as Mystical Love and Light. Hit her link because you are one of our sisters. You will benefit from our channel. Oh, to see all your puppies. I need to get that as well. I want to see the puppies. I want to see puppies. I can't grab it for there. I'll need to grab it from my phone. I don't know if I'm subscribed to you or no, Will. If I'm not, I will be within the hour. To see the puppies. You see this? I've got a witchy shop in my town. Good, Cather. You'll benefit from it. And it'll save you paying postage and things. Get into your local shop. Have a wee feel about even the herbs and things. See what you're drawn to. You'll find that there'll be spells hanging up. Even buy a spell that's going to help you with your witchy path and do it. And then that'll help you manifest being a witch as well. Because most of the time it'll be empowered. In fact, it will be empowered if they're selling it as a spell. So that'll benefit you. Whole Foods has a lot of ingredients too. Good. No witchy shop in your area, Suze. I'm going to send you some oil, okay? You just need to pay the postage. I'll talk to you on Wednesday about it and I'll send you some of my oil I make. If you don't... See, I was going to say that to you, but I didn't want you to think I was pushing my stuff onto you. That's why I gave you the option to go to Frere's Cauldron and things first. But as soon as you don't want to go to them, then I'll get you some. No problem. What are you saying? You've been to Woodstock? We have one in Woodstock and one in Cumming. It's always handy if there's one around you. I'm sure somebody told me there's actually a witchy shop in Lanark. I'll need to have a look. To me, I believe in superstitions. Use what you have on hand. It's the intention that is the most powerful in my opinion. Definitely. That is why a lot of the time you'll see me, if you watch me do a spell, such as Wally or somebody watching me, they'll see me grab this, grab that, and they must think, you must know where every one of these spells are, the herbs are, but I don't. I just intuitively, I'm grabbing them. And then half the time when I finish doing the spell, I can't remember it. And I think to myself, that's my guides taking over. Because half the time I can't even remember what I did. It's only now, when I'm preparing spells, that I'm prepared to do the next day and things that I'm starting to look at the ingredients more. Like when I did that one with you guys last week and I showed you the process, I've started trying to stick to that process more. Because for all I could be grabbing this and grabbing that, I could maybe grab better, you know. Amethyst is a good, well-rounded stone as well as a quartz. Definitely. There's loads, guys, honestly. It's one of my favourite shops as well. I've just never had the chance to go into an actual physical witch's shop yet. At the shop where we got Liam, it's not even a shop, it's a big shopping centre. There's little cubicles. And I think it was that one, where is it? The witch's curse incense. But everything was extortionate. She had a big area in the middle, and there was the grey salt lamps, pink salt lamps, different shaped salt lamps that had a picture on it, a pentagram, a wolf and things. But they were like £40-50, and I thought, no, I'll make my own. But I grabbed this, guys, because I thought it's a good one, This is a good banishing one. It's the witch's curse. Release yourself from the witch's curse with this purifying aromatic of aloe vera and green leaves. And it is strong. It is one of the most strongest incenses you'll get, but it clears your energy like that. Honestly, if you think somebody's psychically attacking you like this, and it'll no belong in dispensing. He says, Drew will have a look for witchy shops and not one of them. See when I come down, and I'll be down for the weekend. I'll be down for 4 days. I think it's 5 days altogether. And we'll have a wee look around. We'll go shopping, right? We'll have a wee look. We'll find one. They're bound to be hundreds. I have a butterfly in my stomach because I hope you will like my prayer. Oh, that's right. That should have been tomorrow, Amora. Amora sent me a wee gift, guys. I'll either jump on live and open it, depending on what time the postman comes, or I'll do a video, right? I've got brilliant sisters. I love yous all dearly. Yous are amazing. Thank yous all. And I'm putting a wee gift together there's a few resin things that I want to make for yous all, especially my coven members. But I want the group members, I don't mean my coven members, but I also want to do it for my subscribers. When I hit 1,000, I'm going to try and give everybody that stuck by me. I think there's about 17 of yous all together that always come in. So I'm going to try and make yous all a little gift and give it to yous. Even if you're in a different part of the world. I don't know what I'll do for yous, but we'll figure something out. My friend got me some chakra cleansing incense. That'll be good. Usually the ones that's cleansing and things are strong, but you do need them. It's all right saying get the one. I don't really like the smell of that one, but I need it. It's one of the ones that you need. Same with the poison and things. You'll not always like the smell of them, but you need them because a lot of the stronger ones are for clearing your energies, your your negative energies, your psychic vibes and things. So you do need the strong ones that you don't necessarily like. Drew, send me home with so many potatoes. I think I just thought you could benefit for this, benefit for that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sis. I've got hundreds of stuff, you know that yourself. Plenty to share. Plenty to share. Right, okay, guys, I'm going to go. That is now 11 o'clock. I will go and see what's happening with my farm. I'll talk. I'll go on the phone. The phone's here. That computer's not got Facebook on it, mind. I'll jump on this. And do you want to chat for 10? Tell me what's up, missus. It's fantastic. You know I love them all. I know they're nice. It smells really good. Right, okay, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow night. It will be a little bit later, guys, for all our UK crew, Drew's crew. It will be 12 o'clock midnight tomorrow night so that Uncle Danny can come into the stream. We're going to do a bit of a support stream. Maybe just push out some positivity, have a bit of a laugh. I don't know. Usually when it's Uncle Danny and me up, we find something to talk about. So we'll have a bit of an open panel, get some people in if they want to come up and talk. Maybe play a video. If it goes silent and nobody's really talking or there's nobody up or there's no subject, We'll find something to watch or something together, okay? Just spend some time together, guys. So I will let you all get back to your humble abodes, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody. Blessings.